Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Pedro, and you are now tuned into the Alpha Success Network. I hope this message is finding you in vibrant spirits. It's a beautiful time to be making a video. If you look all the way back there, there's a lot of clouds, but there is some light, some sunshine piercing through the clouds and spreading its love and warmth to us. It's a beautiful life, ladies and gentlemen. I got a question for you, and the question goes something like this. If you were able to read people like a book, how would that transform the quality of your life in terms of the types of relationships you choose to get into, social relationships, or the type of business relationships that you choose to get into? You see, ladies and gentlemen, if you develop the ability to read people, then you're going to make wiser choices about who you bring into your sphere. So in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about how I can read people like a book, so you too can begin to develop that ability, develop your, do they call it clairvoyant ability, where you're using extra senses. You know, we got 5 senses, right? We got the eyes, we got the sense of smell, we got the sense of touch, but there are more senses that are accessible to you if you develop yourself. So today I want to talk to you about how to read people like a book, and I'm going to divide it into 3 parts of reading people like a book. The first thing that I do when I meet people is I unconsciously, or maybe consciously, as I look at their physical body. I look at the physical body. Ladies and gentlemen, the physical body tells you a lot about the individual that you are interacting with. If you meet somebody and they have a physical body that is completely out of whack, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they're overweight, they're not in great shape, their skin has got a lot of blowouts. You know, when you look at someone's physical body, it is a direct indicator of what's going on in their emotional world and what's going on in their mental world. Like I've been telling you over the past few videos, there are several different worlds that exist, and in each one of these worlds you have bodies that you use. So if your emotional world, the astral world, if your emotional world is out of order, it's going to show up in your physicality. If your mental world is out of order, it's going to show up somehow, some way in the physical reality. So I look at people's bodies first and foremost, and from that I can get a good idea about what's going on inside someone's emotional world. So how to read people like a book? The first thing is you want to begin to, when you're meeting people, is to look at their physical bodies, because that tells you a lot due to the law of cause and effect. The effect that you see on the outside is a reflection of invisible causes that are going on inside. But let us move on to the next step, and this is the step of the words that people use. So when I talk to people, I listen to their words. I say, hey, how you doing? And they say, I'm doing okay. You ask someone else how they're doing, they say, I'm doing amazing, I'm doing magnificent. You see, those 2 people are telling you a completely different story. And therefore, if you listen to the words that people use, you can begin to develop the ability to read them like a book. Because the words tell you what's going on in their emotional world, what's going on in their mental states. The problem is that majority of people haven't developed the discipline to watch people, observe their physical body. They haven't developed that discipline, that mental discipline. They haven't developed the mental discipline to listen to people. They're just getting ready to say something else. Okay? This is mental discipline. And how do you develop this mental discipline, ladies and gentlemen? You develop mental discipline by learning to quiet your mind off its repeated chatter. And I've said it before, meditation is the best way to lower your anxiety and take control of your mind and become the master. So you want to listen to people's words and you want to observe them in terms of their physicality, what it is that they're doing. But now I'm going to take you to the higher level of reading people like a book, reading people's thoughts, reading people's emotions. If you develop the ability to take control of your mind, reduce the level of anxiety that exists in your mind, if you develop this ability through meditation, through journaling, whereby you begin to watch yourself objectively and see how you behave, if you develop these abilities to calm your mind and become a master of your mind, what happens is that when you go out into the world and you're talking to people, you will discover that you have a high level of calm, you are able to shut out your anxiety, and you are able to focus on other people that you meet. And when you develop the ability to focus on other people that you meet, a strange thing, I'm just saying strange because I don't have a better term, but I'm saying a strange thing is going to begin to happen. When you start talking to people, you'll see their physical face, right? But you will see something more. You will see is not even the right word, but you will see an energy form that exists, that surrounds them. You will see it using your inner eye. And they call this the aura. That if you do your research, you'll discover it's something called the etheric double. It's this sheet that's a few feet long of invisible matter that surrounds the physical body. And this invisible matter that surrounds the physical body carries the individual's emotions and thoughts. They exist there. And once you've developed the ability to calm yourself through meditation, then you can focus on the other individual and you can start perceiving using extra sensory senses to experience other things that most people don't see. You'll begin to see their energy floating around them. And from that, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be able to read the individuals that you're working with. I'm not saying feel their energy, I'm saying see, because your feelings could deceive you. You may be feeling based on your own unique judgments. But this clairvoyant ability, this ability to see other people's thoughts and emotions that are surrounding them, comes from developing the discipline to control your inner states through meditation, which gives you the power to use your extra sensory capabilities. How to read people like a book. Ain't that beautiful or ain't that beautiful? Ain't that beautiful or ain't that beautiful? Ain't that beautiful or ain't that beautiful? Ladies and gentlemen, have yourselves an amazing day.